Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Four Eyes.
We're all
I think between the two of us, between the three of us, we have 8 eyes. 16 eyes?
something like that.
12 eyes?
12. I
Oh,
think 12.
Nicholas.
Here we go. Any day now, somebody just says.
Oh,
All right. Are we live? We're not live yet.
I don't know, but I just
Almost. I think. Okay, here we go. We're on. Hey, this is Johnny Bean. 5:10 p.m. 1:10:17. Right? Yes. Yes. Welcome everybody. We got David Johnson. 1:10:17. That's right, Johnny.
How
Right?
did that happen?
Rob Nesdall. And
How does
basically,
that
we're making up for tomorrow.
For what?
We're already apologizing for tomorrow's show. No,
tomorrow.
we're making up for last night is what we're doing here. It's not Wolfgang Wednesday, Stefan. No. What was that? No. Last night was fun, but it turned into like an episode of Cops, and it was cool. But it turned out that Rob was available today. I just happened to be available today. I didn't go to Walnut Creek today, so we figured we'd go live tonight and just make up for last night.
Yes.
So
How special.
we'll actually talk about some Van Halen tonight. How about that?
Yeah.
What do you think? Can you guys handle it?
I think I can deal with that.
Yeah, I think we should.
I won't
Okay,
be doing much talking, but I can nod.
Awesome. Okay, yeah. So surprise. Yes. Hey, Squarehead. Hey, man. So a couple things. Just want to say really quickly. I saw this early this morning. A friend of mine is playing this gig tonight, and I wanted to mention it. There's this thing called Ultimate Jam Night tonight at the Whiskey A Go Go. And it's basically it'll be a tribute to Van Halen, and I believe it's free. So I think anybody, if you can get down there tonight, it probably starts in a few hours.
Well, if you're on the East Coast, it already started.
Oh, okay. Anyway, if you want to go down there, I actually know several people that are there and that are actually playing. So if you guys want to go watch some Van Halen tonight, Van Halen, covers. By a lot of great musicians, go down to the Whiskey. It's free. You just got to park. That's the only thing. Good luck finding parking. That's the only deal there. I've rolled around that area many times, and I know what it's like. So there you go.
Awesome.
Cool. Yeah. Johnny, you look different tonight. What's
Me?
up?
You look different tonight, man.
I don't know why.
Oh, you could actually see me. I think that might be what.
Actually, I can't see you. It's like Mr. Magoo.
Oh, those aren't really yours?
No. They are, but they're just reading glasses. I don't normally wear glasses, but sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
It's more of a status symbol thing. I just don't have cool glasses like you guys do. I got these old ones.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Cool.
The magic of Argyle.
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah, usually I do that's me, right? Argyle?
Yeah.
I'm going to call you that from now on.
I usually do the Argyle mixed in with some camouflage. That's usually my thing. But yeah. So what else? What did you want to talk about, Dave?
What?
What did you want to yap about tonight? It's gonna be all Van Halen tonight, man.
Well, I got something I'll kick off with tonight. I thought you guys might want to check this out. You'll notice over in the corner.
He just rolled away.
In the corner.
I have a 5150 neck, not attached to a body, and here's a Floyd hanging here. Where is the body? Anybody know where the body is?
I do.
I just came home, Dave, and my 5150 body is missing in action, and then
Neck should have gone with it.
I know. So, anyways, I have painted probably, oh my goodness, in the last 20 years, I've probably painted 15 18 5150 guitars in my life, and probably the last 10 of them have been really good replicas. As the first, number of them I did back in the late 90s, we were all using wrong guitars, like Focus guitars and 3 pickup guitar. They had pick guards, and back in the beginning days. And then
I play Focus guitars.
Yeah. Well, no, we were just using the wrong models because
Focus, Johnny, focus.
Did you say Ron models?
Wrong models. Nobody knew how to. Nobody knew how to get these necks and stuff like that.
Sorry, go ahead.
Nobody knew how to get these necks and stuff like that back in those days. It was just too difficult, and nobody could get the right bodies because it was a Kramer Pacer special body, and they were just too difficult to get. I mean, if you were guys like Scott Smith and stuff like that, you could make your own, but it was before Musicraft kicked off. So unless you were just really, really lucky to find that guitar, it was almost impossible to find these kind of necks. So anyways, I painted a whole bunch of 5150 guitars over the years. And this particular one that I've had for the last, I think I've had this one for the last maybe 10 years too. I really like it. And Dave's seen it. It's a great guitar. But after I saw Dave's and everything, I just kept looking at mine going, all the hardware on it is perfect, and the body's perfect, and the neck's perfect. Everything about it is perfect, except I wasn't satisfied 100% with the paint job. There was just a couple flaws in the slaw that, so to speak, that I wasn't happy with. So the body was shipped out today to Chris Hubbard.
Nice.
And Chris Hubbard is doing me a favor and is going to paint the body for me as a gift. And he's a rock star. So this is the second guitar that Hubbard did for me. So I can't wait to see what it comes back like. Not that I can't do it myself. I'm just too lazy and I don't want to. And I've seen Hubbard do them before, so I completely trust Chris and can't wait to see what it looks like.
He did his, and I got to tell you, his looks really, really good.
Yeah, and didn't he do Mark's, Hazansky's?
Yes, he did Mark's. Other than being upside down, it looks really, really good too.
Right, because it's a left-hander. Yeah.
Isn't too lazy and upside down? No, wait. Too lazy and don't want to the same thing?
Pretty kind of, yeah.
And upside down?
The emphasis on don't want to. But as I get older,
that's cool. That's cool. Where are you getting the stickers from?
Actually, I just ordered the stickers from K&E Guitars last week, and I just spoke to Mitch today. He shipped the stickers out to me.
You get the ones with the outline or without the outline?
With a line, and if not, I'll just do it myself. But I had requested with a line. But Mitch is one of the K&E Guitars, I should say, is one of the only places out there now that you can actually get the correct prism-shaped 5150 stickers. Right. There's so many people that do the 5150 guitars and they get the space tape, but they come back with the wrong stickers. And
that's awful. I know.
Yeah. Anyway,
and it's the wrong color. It's orange instead of red.
I know it, Dave. You're right. And there's nothing more that kills a 5150 or a 1984 guitar than wrong space tape stickers. It just looks horrid when you have the wrong stickers on there.
I agree. Yeah. Yes.
Really?
Well, that's very cool.
What was that? Was that me? I'm
no,
sorry.
No. It just says that it's Stan Mooch's birthday tomorrow. I get these.
Is that what that was?
Yeah. I get my Facebook.
Stan Mucha. Do I know Stan Mucha?
I don't know. Are you friends with him on Facebook? I'm friends with everyone. I have like 17 million friends.
I've got 5,001. Yeah. I told you.
Accept.
I know, man. I get all these requests on Facebook, and a lot of them are, in bikinis. And mutual friend, Dave Nesdall. Every time. I say to Dave, "Is this real? Is this a real person, Dave?" And he's like, "No."
Dave Nesdall in a bikini?
Well, and why are you friends with them?
Nobody wants to see that.
Oh, here we go again, man.
No.
No, we're good.
Yeah.
We have to be good then.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
You guys.
Happy birthday to your dad.
Oh yeah, Johnny, happy birthday. It's Johnny's birthday.
Yeah. Oh, okay, what is it? April 1st again?
To me? Happy birthday. Oh no, your dad is saying happy birthday to Adam.
Adam's dad.
Adam, it's my dad's birthday. Oh, hey, happy birthday to your dad, Adam. Rob Johnson, what's up, guys? Is that you?
That's me.
him.
Is that? I know there's several of those. Hey now,
Desiree, how
Jim
you doing?
Nichols.
Jim Nicholson's.
Jim Nicholson. Hey, dude. Yeah, we're making up for last night, although it's going downhill quick. We
Really?
might have to do another video like tomorrow to make it for tonight.
Well, today's Tuesday, so what are we going to call it? We can call it, what kind of guitar starts with Tuesday?
Hey, Priscilla.
Well,
Hey,
other
Bill.
than Telecaster Tuesday.
Telecaster Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday.
Trans Trem Tuesday? I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah. There you go. I know. I know what it is. I heard that the song Tattoo came out about 5 years ago.
Tattoo Tuesday.
Tattoo Tuesday.
There you go. It's Tattoo Tuesday, everybody.
Hard to believe it's been 5 years already.
What'd you guys think of the well, not just the song. What'd you think of the video when you first saw the video? When did you first see it?
I just came home from work, and it was about 5 o'clock at night, and I can't remember if I saw it on YouTube or if I saw it on Van Halen. I think it was on one of the Van Halen sites, like News Desk or something like that. And I had not even heard the song yet. I stayed away from the teasers and everything because I wanted to wait till the full song came out. And I heard it, and I really was like, wow! I was impressed with like the real heavy distortion. Like when it kicks off and then Dave starts singing and Eddie just starts hitting those raw chords. I was really impressed with how raw and raunchy that the sound was on that A chord that he hit. And then watching the video, I thought it was really cool. I liked it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you think, Dave?
Let Johnny go. Let him talk.
I can leave?
No, really, talk.
Finally?
Say something. Are you done?
You done yet?
Well, I remember when
And that's Johnny Bean for you.
Huh? I remember when I first saw the video. I don't know, either I knew, either I heard, somebody told me, or it was pure luck that I saw the music video the second it dropped. And I mean literally the second the video was released, I saw it and heard the song, all that. Although I'm thinking I heard the song before that. But if you go and I mean, here's proof, I guess, if it matters, which it doesn't. But
only to Alan Garber.
Okay, Alan. Okay, Alan. Go to YouTube, look up the official Tattoo music video, scroll all the way, and look and see who left the very first comment on the music video. That'll tell you.
I ain't got time for that.
Yeah, you'll be scrolling through like millions and millions. But yeah, I saw it like the instant it dropped. I don't know how or why. But yeah, I thought it was cool. I thought it was. I mean, the song. I thought. I'm like, wow, this sounds just like Down in Flames or whatever.
Yeah.
Part of it, like the ending.
Yeah.
Or part. Yeah, I forget.
It was
that.
It was basically, wasn't it? Yeah.
The song. Well, the song wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was just kind of mixed up.
Yep.
It's like the beginning was like the end. And actually, there's actually a longer version of that song. There's actually it's a little longer. The part that's on the album that you guys hear is actually it fades out a little earlier.
Eduardo and Peter were talking about. They just put some posts up. They were basically, said they were a little bit disappointed with. Well, Eduardo said he was a little disappointed with it, and then he heard, other songs, and Peter came on. So it's kind of the same thing. It's like it's funny because I liked the song. I definitely liked it because it was new Van Halen. It was fresh. It was like, whenever new Van Halen comes out, I mean, you can't not like it. I mean, you might be a little bit like, that, I was expecting more or whatever, but it's still Edward. And I did like it, but I will agree with both of those guys. When I heard the rest of the album, I was just like, whoa. I mean, it was just like totally overkill. And like Peter says, I think the amount of times that I listened to Tattoo again after that were probably, kind of I still listen to it, but I would go to She's the Woman, or I would go to like Trouble with Never. I mean, the breakdown of Trouble with Never and I remember hearing the solo, and then after the solo where he just buries that bar, and the feedback and everything. I was just like, wow. And just the crazy kind of like Middle Eastern tones of what is it, Dave? Honey Sweetie Baby Doll, that one, like the Middle Eastern like sounds that Edward was getting. It was just like, this is so different. This is so, for Edward to kind of come out with. I mean, yeah, a lot of the songs had been laying around for all those years, and they reworked them, and Blood and Fire, Ripley, all that stuff, and Down in Flames, Tattoo. That's all cool, but some of the stuff that they did add, all the little tasty items in that album were, and I know we're focusing on Tattoo, but they really it was just a different kind of Van Halen. It was just nice to see them kind of like explode out with something so new and fresh. And like, I was just like, wow, this is incredible. I mean, for a solid week, I remember listening to that album, just being like blown away. Of course, Eddie's got the new guitar now. He's not playing with the maple necks anymore. He's got the stealth, the matte finish.
Well, we don't necessarily know that he recorded with that. So.
Right. I mean, we don't know that, but that's what we're seeing in the videos. And, it was a whole new kind of it was like a new way of seeing Van Halen, I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm going to disagree with all of you. Every time I listen to that record, I start with Tattoo, and I love that song. There's nothing wrong with a radio-friendly song. It's still rocking. I don't see what people don't like about it. It's got great hooks all over it. Yeah, it's got keyboards in it, but not much. It's just pads, really. It's not like, Right Now. The guitar is not hidden like in Right Now, or Why Can't This Be Love? It's still a guitar-driven song, and you can hear the bass guitar on it, and it's Roth, and it's Van Halen, and it's great. Yeah, it's not the heaviest song on the record, but why does every song have to be the heaviest song on the record? I think it's a great song, and I thought it was a great song the minute I heard it, and I'm never going to change my mind about that, no matter who doesn't like it.
Mm-hmm. Huh? And you're talking to the guys in the comments, right?
Yes,
huh?
Yes.
I didn't say I didn't like it.
No. I'm not talking to you guys. I'm talking about the guys in making comments.
Right, and neither did I. mean, I liked the song. It wasn't. I mean, it's probably not my favorite Van Halen song of all time, but what I was comparing to was when I heard the song, I'm like, oh, this is really cool. And like I said, that power chord, that A chord, and Eddie just lets it ring, and then I was really impressed with it. But when I heard the rest of the album, I was just like, whoa, this is just insane.
Yeah, I mean, the songs are great, even though they're redone songs. Most of them are redone songs. I think the ideas are fantastic, and the new, the new recording technology and the way they play them now, or the way they recorded them now, and they sound now, even though the shell is the same as it was back in '77, it's really, they're different.
Yeah.
Everything is too cool. It's very cool. That whole record is amazing.
Yeah.
And Tattoo is an amazing song.
Yep.
People that I mean, when you first heard no, I can't think of the song.
Without You?
No, Women and Children First with the
Everybody Wants Some?
And the Cradle of Rock.
Yeah.
When you first heard that and it's keyboards on that, did you hate the song? Give me a break. That's a rocking song.
Well, I already knew because I'm very late to all that, and I had the interview. I read the interviews first, and then knew when I bought that. I got Women and Children First in 1988. So
well, it's because you're only 20 now.
I'm late to a lot of that.
He's 29.
But yeah, Yeah. But again, I knew, but still, I think it's all. I mean, that's why we sit here and we talk about this stuff. We dig it.
Yeah. I mean,
You know?
am I sick of listening to Jump on the radio every 5 minutes? A little, but it's Van Halen and it's great. It's their first #1 hit.
Yeah.
But
Wow. You're
just
lucky. I don't get that on the radio here. They don't play that
it's
on the
like
radio.
on every 5 minutes. It's like on every 5 minutes. Jump and
How many say?
they don't even play. They don't play Hagar songs here. They play Jump and Panama and Running with the Devil.
Yeah.
And they talk about love. That's it.
The only song around that you will hear on the radio, I mean, I've heard Summer Nights on the radio around here, very rarely. But I don't know about Dave, but you will hear Why Can't This Be Love occasionally played. I'll hear that. Or now.
If you do, they call it like a deep cut or something. Like
Yeah. Right.
Kidding me? I've got underwear older than that.
Gross.
Yeah. I remember hearing Stay Frosty, and right off the bat, I'm like, wow, this is like Ice Cream Man on steroids, and because it's so Ice Cream Man. I mean, it's the same exact chord progressions. I mean, Dave could play Stay Frosty at Ice Cream Man, literally. I mean, you could play the same guitar riff and sing the songs over each other, literally. It's the same exact kind of music.
Yeah.
But I remember hearing it, and I was just like, whoa, this is like, that's what I said. I said, this is like, Ice Cream Man on steroids. And the way that Eddie just solos, like solo after solo after solo, I was just like, wow, this guy is just insane, Yeah.
Adam Scheinberg, he lives about 20 minutes away from me, and he also says that we get Hot for Teacher, which we do. We get Hot for Teacher a lot.
Yeah.
Desiree says that they get Panama a lot down in Texas.
Yeah.
But most of the songs you hear are from the 1984 record on classic rock stations.
We'll still hear Dancing.
Very rarely do you get other songs from other records.
Well, you'll hear Pretty Woman and Dancing in the Streets once in a while, up here anyways.
Yeah, not here. Not here.
Mm-hmm. I remember when Van Halen came to town. When was this? This must have been in 2004. Because I'm thinking where I lived at the time. I lived in the Berkeley Hills, and I had a workshop in the back, and I'd work on guitars. I had like a desk. That's when I was putting together all the Kramer guitars. I'd get all these Kramer parts off eBay and make all these. So if you see pictures of me with like a cool Kramer, I guaranteed I don't have it anymore. I had to, get rid of it. But I remember. So this would have been around the 2004 era. I remember the local station, one of the local rock stations they were playing Van Halen like the entire weekend leading up to the concert. And it was something like Van Halen. They were playing every Van Halen song except for Van Halen 3, because I remember the tagline for their marathon was Van Halen A to Z except Gary C. It was something like that. That's what they called it.
So they didn't play How Many Say I?
No, they didn't play Van Halen 3 at all. That was because that was their tagline. Van Halen A to Z except Gary C. I don't know why they didn't play it. But that was around that was about the last time I really heard that stuff where I live in this area, in the Bay Area. They really don't play that stuff out here, which you would think they would, although I do. Well, yeah, I mean, there is this station out here called 107.7 The Bone, and they do play like what you guys are saying. They'll play like Everybody Wants Some, or they'll play, we talk about love or something like that. But what I was going to say really quickly, was when A Different Kind of Truth, before that album came out, I remember the Van Halen, they released samples. They were releasing samples of all the songs before the album came out. I don't know if you guys remember that. They were releasing like snippets, on YouTube.
All that. Yep.
They're like snippets of like each song, and then which were probably maybe the iTunes samples, possibly.
Yep.
So I remember before that album came out, you could hear pretty much like 90 seconds. I don't know, like a minute, minute 20 of each song on iTunes, you know? But I'm thinking every song that you heard, I mean, from what I'm trying to remember, this is a while ago. Let me just say, I remember hearing pretty much every song but never heard the solos. You didn't hear the guitar solos. So I remember when A Different Kind of Truth finally came out, when I finally downloaded the album off iTunes, I had pretty much heard everything except for the guitar solos. So that's what I really wanted to hear, were all Edward solos.
Yeah.
You know? Because I remember I burnt a CD of all the iTunes previews. So I'd be driving around in the car listening to, you know, snippets of all these songs. You know, like, wow, yeah, I can't wait to hear this, you know? And of course, with most songs anyway, when you hear the verse, when you hear the chorus, that's pretty much the song, really. You know? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know, but unless you hear like the bridge before the solo or the solo, that's the stuff that was missing. So when that album finally dropped, I remember listening to the album all the way through, but once the solos came in, I'm like, for me, that was the payoff. Like, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
You know? Did any of that make sense at all? Maybe? Okay. But yeah. 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 I remember. Yeah. What am I saying?
Edward Van Halen.
Yeah. I've got the album sitting right here. I'm looking at it. Yeah. Yeah, it's a great. It's a double album, isn't it?
No.
I know. Well, I never. It's not. I never bought the physical CD because I downloaded. I got it off iTunes. So I always had it off iTunes.
One CD.
It's one. Well, it was a CD, and then it had music videos on it, right?
It had them. No, it had
the downtown
studio. Yes, playing acoustic. Yes,
the downtown sessions.
Yes.
Is the album a double album?
No.
Single, I believe.
The record itself? Why am I thinking that's two records?
Dude, I don't know. It's not.
It could be. Does anybody know? I can't open it because it's framed. I can't look, you know. Anybody in the chat room, does anybody have the vinyl copy of A Different Kind of Truth? Is it two records? I'm thinking it is. But 5150 Fly Guy says 13 tracks. Yeah. Well, it could be 3 songs per side or something.
It could happen.
You know, I mean, they to make the sound quality better, they do that. You know, the less you have on a vinyl, the less songs, the better the quality.
There's a lot of dinging going on.
that's something else. But... yeah. So anyway, yeah. So the music video to Tattoo, I thought it was cool. Wasn't it? Was it filmed at like the Roxy or the Whiskey? Where was it filmed? It was filmed at a club, wasn't it?
I don't know.
You guys are supposed to know this stuff. Why do I know this?
I don't know. I don't have enough rental space in my brain.
I'm trying to give you guys stuff to answer. I think the new live album is a double. Jimmy Carr says.
Yes, it is. Okay. That is a double record.
I had that on CD. I bought that on CD, and then I gave it to a friend of mine for his birthday. I gave it to. I've got this friend who's like a huge Van Halen fan.
And I wanted to thank you for that, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Adam Scheinberg wants to know if Johnny's Circles guitars fixed yet.
No, it's not. I have to get a new soldering iron. The pickup is not wired in. Hey, Les.
Les Bellion.
His knob just rolled away again.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Hey, Les. Less is more. Less is more.
Hey, dude. Yeah, this is a special Tuesday. This is Tattoo Tuesday.
Hey, hold on. Someone's banging at my door. Keep going, guys. Someone's knocking at my door.
You better like, you know, Roth, remember that quote Roth said? the girls are just like screaming and banging at his door, and finally he just let them out. He just let them out.
Yeah.
It's very funny.
Yeah. It's like groupies are just banging on my door all night long. So finally, I got up and let them out. Yeah, I wonder if he got that from Dean Martin
Oh, I'm sure.
or Sinatra, because a lot of the Roth stuff he got that from all those guys. Not a lot of people know that.
Yeah.
You know,
Uh-oh.
some of those, a few lines here and there.
Very funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, the tattoo music video. I thought it was...
Is that a screwdriver on the floor? What is that?
Who, me?
Johnny.
This?
Yes.
Right here?
Yeah.
Right there?
Yeah.
Right there?
Yes.
That's Howie's leash.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I think it could have been anything. It looks like a billy club. I don't know.
I don't know what that is. But yeah. So anyway, yeah, we're doing a special. If you guys are just tuning in, we're doing a special thing here because Rob was like, hey, if you're Rob called me today and we were talking for a little while, and he's like, hey, if you're not doing anything later, if you want to go live, we'll talk. And I just happened to be in town today. I didn't go up to Walnut Creek today, so I'm like, sure, we can go live tonight. Just talk a little while.
Yeah.
And then it just happened to be these friends of mine are playing this Van Halen thing tonight, and so I figured we would mention that again. Ultimate Jam Night at the Whiskey, right? At the Whiskey A Go Go tonight. It's free.
Sounds like MMA.
If you're in the area, head on down there and listen to a bunch of Van Halen covers. And then what?
I don't know.
Huh?
What do you got?
What do I got? Are you okay? Are you feeling?
Me?
Are
I
you
told
feeling
you
better?
I'm not going to talk much tonight because my throat is just I'm not good.
I'm trying not to get sick before NAMM. I'm trying.
Well, I won't cough on you. I promise.
Well, yeah. But it's getting harder though, man, because it's raining out here like crazy. I almost feel like, oh no,
Yeah.
You don't want to get namthrax before the thing, That's what they call it. If any of you guys haven't been to NAMM, everybody at NAMM is horribly ill most of the time, and that's what it's called, namthrax. I remember when I went 1 year, and we're talking about EVH gear, Fender. Most of the guys at Fender were back at the hotel, just horribly ill. I remember.
What is that?
My dog's going to be horribly ill. He's drinking out of the toilet, and I don't think he's going to
That was the neighborhood.
That was my son that was here, by the way. He stopped by and dropped my dog off for the night. Krogan, want to say hi? Come here.
So the first thing your dog does is go to the bathroom and drink.
He drinks out of the toilet.
Nice.
Krogan, say hi. Oh, it's like lemonade.
Bruce?
Oh, gross.
Not right. Not right.
Come on.
Yeah, don't get near me, dog. Ugh, especially not now.
Uh-huh. I mean, not that we have any thumbs downs yet, not that I can see. Although my thing,
We don't. 17
behind.
thumbs ups, 13 people watching, 17 thumbs ups.
Thank you. I just happened to see somebody left us a comment because the video we did last night, apparently there's like 4 thumbs downs, and somebody left a comment earlier saying like, "What's wrong with you people? Why? Who would leave a thumbs down on this stuff?" That was. Let me give them a shout out. Actually, I just happened to see this when I was getting out of the car earlier. Because I get the notifications for all this stuff.
You get notifications on thumbs downs? Oh, well.
Well, on comments.
Oh, yeah.
When there's a comment, it was Daniel Hall. Daniel.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Daniel. If you're watching this, man, thumbs up, man. Yeah, Daniel. He said this 2 hours ago. This is yesterday's video. He said, "Who gave you guys 3 thumbs downs?" Apparently there was like 3 at the time. What is wrong with people? Too funny, fellas. Forget the trolls, he says. So, and then Daniel also says, so now we're reading comments. Poor Dave suffered for what? 3 thumbs downs? Well, feel better soon, Dave, and happy birthday, Howie.
Nice.
Thank you very much, Daniel.
Yeah, thank you, Daniel. He's here. Daniel's here.
You're here? Oh, there you are. Hey, dude.
Thank you so much, Dan.
Thank you to you on the. There you go. You should see a thank you right here.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, man. We appreciate it. I mean, yeah, truthfully, see, now watch. We're gonna get nothing but thumbs downs on this video.
Whatever.
The truth is, thumbs ups, thumbs downs, it really doesn't matter, because what that means is people are watching this, is what that means. You know? Yeah. And somebody has to be sitting, looking at this, sitting here, even if they're not digging it, which I don't know why they wouldn't, but to give somebody a thumbs down or whatever, that means they're watching the video. Mm-hmm. So it's all about being watched or whatever.
Yeah. But Eduardo says that I look like Little Red Riding Hood with my thing on, and then he said he's just kidding. And quite frankly, I think that's pretty funny, dude. Don't worry about it. It's all good.
Huh?
What?
Come on.
No, I'm serious.
What was that? Everybody's sick now. I'm starting to feel.
Rob falling off his chair.
Yeah, I fell off my chair.
He had a little too much to drink in that blue Solo cup.
Oh, I'm starting to feel sick. I don't want to be sick though, man. I don't want to. If I'm gonna get sick,
it's gonna be from me.
I don't want to talk about this either. But what? How many days until NAMM? Hey, David Allen Wright, dude, you got that NAMM clock up on your page. David Allen Wright. If you guys don't know, David Allen Wright, he made a page for NAMM for EVH. It's called like EVH. What's it called, man? EVH NAMM? Something like that. But he put a clock on there saying like, okay, it says 8 days. So we got 8 days. But anyway, yeah, going like David's page for EVH. I'll post it. I'll post it on our page for this EVH Gear Live Facebook. Hey, Captain Mike.
Michael
James. Hey, dude.
David Ennis. Hello. Yes. Now we're getting people. Now you're talking.
Well, because they're like, oh, what? These guys are live. This isn't a regular night for us. We go live.
Killer Chimp wants us to hang on a second. What was your last comment, Killer? Hang on 1 second. Let's go back. Saw the original 5150 head and cabinet at Guitar Center. I played it with the EVH settings, and it sounded nothing. What? And it sounded nothing like it. It's too crunchy from what I'm hearing on live right here, right now. Well, what you're hearing on live right here, right now is
Chimp. Huh?
Chimp.
Huh? Oh wait. Oh, somebody. Oh wait. Hey guys, I need you. Can you please read my last comment? JB knows that, Chimp. Oh, 5050 Fly Guy. He's commenting too. So wait, who said they played through the 5150? Are you talking about the striped one?
Chimp.
Are you talking about which? Are you talking about the one on? Wait.
He's talking about an original 5150 PV amp.
Oh, okay. I was thinking about on Sunset. On Sunset in Hollywood, they have some of Edward's actual gear there.
Right.
And I was wondering, because a lot of people played like that Kramer that was there, the autographed Kramer that was there for years. That's now in New York. Well, you played it.
I did.
Yeah. I thought he was talking about he played through one of those amps, one of Edward's actual amps. That's on display.
No, I think he meant that he played a 5150, and it doesn't sound like anything like that he had the settings from the right here, right now, and it doesn't sound anything like it. And that's because, first of all, you're not using the same effects. Second of all, that was all redone in the studio, and it was all re-EQ'd in the studio. That's not a live sounding CD.
Well, the thing is also when not just Van Halen records, any record, okay, any album it was mastered. It has heavy EQ. There's a lot of stuff done to, let's say, the guitar sound of the guitar you hear on a record. That's not the straightforward sound of like an amp.
Right.
There's a lot of stuff added to that.
And at its very basic, you don't have Eddie Van Halen's hands. It's going to sound different in your hands than it does in Eddie's.
Well, I mean, it's not just that though. I mean, just the tone itself.
Well, tone is in the fingers. There's a lot to do with that.
Well,
well,
the sound.
Right.
Yeah.
I know what you're both. I know what Johnny's saying. Johnny's saying like a basic chord or whatever. Yeah, you're gonna hear what the amp sounds like with the guitar. So, and then Dave's saying obviously in the fingers is what's gonna make the actual guitar. I mean, it's gonna sound so much different in my hands than Eddie's hands.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The three of us can play an A chord on the same amp, same guitar, and each time it's gonna sound different.
Yeah, that's true. I know what you mean. Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, there's that. I mean, yes, I mean, everybody is going to sound. You can have the same guitar, same amp, same setup. Anybody, I mean, there's a story about Ted Nugent, playing through Edwards' rig back in whenever that was.
Right. And Billy Corgan too.
Yeah. I mean, there's that, but there's what I'm talking about is the sound on an album. The sound on a record.
I agree with you. Yeah.
That's just forget technique, forget style, just the tone of an instrument. What you hear on a record is not what it sounded like live in the studio.
Right. Well, he's also saying he says it doesn't even sound similar. And Killer Chimp, I mean, when you're listening to a band and you're listening to a guitar track sitting in a track, you don't necessarily, it's not going to sound the same as if the track was soloed. You're going to hear all the buzzsawiness of a guitar and an amp in a distortion channel when it's sitting there alone. But when you're hearing it against cymbals, drums, and bass guitar, and then vocals on top of it, you're not going to hear the buzzsawiness. It's going to sound different. You're not going to get the total thing.
It was Killer Chimp 12?
Yeah.
I was saying that? Okay, I see. He says, I know it's not exact. I was hoping for something similar. Well, I don't. Maybe it's the settings. Mine, when I played through my PV5150, it sounds similar.
Yeah, everyone I've ever owned sounded like Ed.
It has that sound.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there's something wrong with that particular amp.
Maybe. Bye, Adam.
See you later, Adam.
Wolfgang Wednesday.
Mary Joan Wright. Is that David Allen Wright's?
No, that's a different Wright.
Oh, because I'm like all these Wrights, they all use their full names, like David Allen, Mary Joan. It's like they use like three names.
She says no. Well, maybe that's a. I don't know. Is that?
I mean, if your last name is Wright, does that mean you have to use two names prior to saying your name?
Well, I mean, look at Edward Van Halen or Alex Van Halen. They could just say Edward Halen.
Well, that's true.
No, that's not the same thing.
But Van is like Van Halen is one word.
Van Halen is one word.
Alan Wright or two.
No, I was kidding. I was trying to get.
Yeah. Although it's actually pronounced Von Hollen.
Yeah, Von Hollen.
That's actually how it's actually said.
I mean,
Wright is a very common name, Mary says. Hey, Mary.
I'm going to start calling myself Robert Cleveland Johnson. Dave, what's your middle name?
Danger.
So David Danger Nesdal.
It's not.
We're all going to use three names we refer to ourselves now.
It's not my middle name, by the way.
I know. Why says Johnny? What's yours?
My real middle name is Aaron.
I can't give that stuff out.
Johnny's his kidney. Johnny Kidney Bean.
Yeah. No, I can't. I really can't get that stuff out on here.
Oh, you're too much, Johnny.
I've got too many weirdos. I got too many weirdos out there. You know.
Johnny Bean's not even his real name.
It's not. Johnny Bean is a stage name. Nobody knows my actual name.
Or your actual age.
Or my actual age, or what I actually look like.
Yes, that's a hologram. Johnny Bean is not actually a human.
These are not the Johnny Beans. These are not the Johnny Beans you're looking for.
No, they're not. And also, Killer Chimp 12. I'll take a Soldano over one of those. I definitely would, man.
You're also going to pay about $3,000 for a Soldano head
because that amp was made after, based on a Soldano.
Yeah.
And I already have that amp, but excuse me, Soldanos. You ever cranked one of those things, man?
Yes.
They're insane.
Yeah.
SLO 100.
A full stack. I cranked a full 2-cabinet stack of one of those in a room one time, and it was amazing.
David Allen Wright just says, to find a 1992 Soldano is definitely worth it. I thought he had one. Doesn't he have one?
Who?
David Allen Wright. David, don't you have a Soldano? Not you, Dave. David Allen Wright. He'll answer here in a second.
No, it looks like he doesn't have one. It says he met Michael Soldano, but he doesn't. He says, find the 1992 Soldano is worth it. I'd love to find one.
I thought he had one. Maybe I must be thinking of something.
I'd like to find one in a blue Tolex. The blue Tolex ones are very cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't really matter, but blue just didn't make as many in blue.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey, Harry. Again, thank you for those CDs, man. Those CDs you sent me, I got them. And hey, if I don't know, do you know those guys, Harry? If you know them, if maybe they would want to come on here and talk to us. Because the singer of that band, I've known of him for years, especially living in this area, because he's been in this area for many years, and going back to the MySpace days, I would see those guys all over MySpace all the time, and so anyway, if you know those guys, maybe mention to them if they want to come on it and talk to us. We'd be happy to talk to them about their band, their gear. I know their guitarist was a Kramer guy back in the day.
Killer Chimp 12 says that's why the studio guitar sounds are similar to the live guitar tone, because he's right. Basically when the 5150 came out, the original PV 5150, it was based off a Soldano head. Because that's what Eddie was using, and when Eddie went into the workshop, and I think the guy's name was James Brown, one of the guys that worked for PV back then in '94-ish, I think. When they put
Hefner. Get Hefner in on this call.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
He lives down the street from PV.
They when they made that PV 5150, I remember reading articles. Soldano was actually angry because they were actually blaming PV for stealing the circuit for their for the 5150, and then nothing ever came of it. But the PV 5150 it's like a hot rodded Soldano is basically what it is, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Both amazing amplifiers.
Oh yeah.
But yeah. Edwards though, when he played Nam, when they debuted the Music Man guitar, they did what we call Nam Jam. They still have them today. They have them a lot of times in what do you call it? Anaheim, at the Anaheim House of Blues, is it? Myself and my friend Mike, we went to Nam Jam. Actually, our friend Chip, he actually gave us passes to this thing, and what was the guy that headlined? Jake E. Lee headlined that night. We were watching him, and the Aristocrats, is it?
Yeah.
Govan.
Govan. Yeah. It was a great night. It was awesome. But yeah, that was Nam Jam, whatever. But back in 91, there was a jam with what do you Music Man, not Ernie. Ernie? Sterling?
Sterling
Is it
Ball.
Ernie? Who's
Sterling Ball. Sterling Ball's the owner. Well, the Ball family, but Sterling is the
who was the guy who he gave his kid his
Oh, Dudley
Sterling.
Gibb.
a kidney.
Sterling.
Was that Sterling?
Mhm.
Okay, Sterling. He had, or he still has a band, and they jam a lot of times at NAMM. But back in '91, it was Edward, Albert Lee, and Steve Morris, and Luke. Actually, Luke was there as well. They had a jam, and he calls it Biff Baby's All Stars or something. And Sterling, is it? He plays bass, and then everybody else plays guitar. And a lot of you guys will maybe know some of this from the musician magazine feature back in the day. Remember when it's Ed, Steve Morris, and Albert Lee, and Ed has the pink music band.
It's either red or
Remember that?
yeah.
I can't.
Yeah. And I got somebody at my door now. I'll be right back. Talk about something.
Actually, yeah, during that jam that Johnny's talking about, Ed was playing through a Saldana amp. I have pictures of that.
Mm,
Pretty cool.
that is cool.
Yep. Hey, Sean, how you doing? Good to see you.
Who?
Sean Zimmerman said Dave.
Oh yeah. Hey, Sean. What's going on? Yeah, John, I'm not feeling too good, but I'm good enough to show my face. Thank you.
I was talking about amps and stuff. I'm not necessarily in the market for one right now, but one of these days I'd love to grab another PV50 150 combo. I just loved those.
They're
combos.
so heavy, dude. That's like 130 pounds.
Oh, I know, they're wicked heavy. And they're very clunky, but I just like the look of those things. I really did. They were cool amps.
I can't believe I actually carried one at one point.
Oh, you carried a 5150 combo, PV?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh,
Oh, dude.
carrying that to gigs. Oh
Yeah,
my God.
freaking beast.
It was the worst.
Yeah, I know. It's just so clumsy and awkward, dude.
Wow. I remember. I'll tell you one story. It's so funny. This was maybe 1992 or 93. And there was an open jam that I wasn't even in the house band, but I was very close friends with the guys in the house band. And in New York, everyone uses small amps. Nothing big, nothing. But I brought two 412s and a 5150 100-watt head, or what is it, 120 watts, to a jam, and I played, and these guys are playing like 15-watt little Fenders. And they all looked at me like I was insane. I mean, I used Rocktron and Teleflex as my my effects, and I was able to use the line level to
tweak it down
at the same volume, so it wasn't crazy loud. But as a jammer, I played 3 songs, and I brought this whole rig to play 3 songs. And at the end, I'm like, what am I into? I'm like, it was crazy. It was so crazy. I'm like, I have to carry all this stuff now. It was so insane. 2 412s, 5150 head, and I played my best Van Halen lick.
That's awesome.
Oh, it's so funny. It's so funny now, but back then I was, I couldn't do that. I couldn't even think of doing that now. And if someone did that, if I was running a jam and someone did that to me, or someone brought a rig like that to my jam, I'd be like, "Are you insane? Just turn right back around."
Yeah. That's kind of like we did this tour, the Mayfire, and one of the bands that we were touring with. See, most of us, we just had two 12 cabinets or whatever, or combos, right? And then the guitarist for this other band had 2 412s. And it wasn't so much the sound, because we were different bands. It didn't matter as far as, did Rob freeze?
I don't know.
I think Rob froze. But so it doesn't matter as far because we weren't jamming together, so it didn't matter. But just the fact that we had to load and unload our U-Haul every night, and he had and the thing is the guy he's still a friend of mine. We're still friends, but he couldn't really carry any of his stuff, so we had to unload two 12s every night, and it got to the point where like, hey, just use one of these, just use one of these,
Yeah. Well, it's different when you got to carry someone else's gear, and their gear is like twice as what you're using.
Well, that's what it was. That's what it was, and nothing against him. He's a great player. He's still great.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we couldn't see you though. It looked like you froze.
My phone rang. It was my daughter. She just calling to say goodnight. So all I did is I just turned my audio off. I turned my audio off, and in the process, my camera froze, and so now I'm back audio, but my avatar won't go away. I'll have to maybe jump out and jump back.
Jump out and jump in.
Jump out and jump in. Right back.
Yeah, real quick, or we can call it.
See ya.
There he goes. Well, I got to split pretty soon anyway, but yeah. I mean, when it comes to gear, I mean, it may sound amazing, but just think, you have to carry all that stuff.
Yeah,
you have to put it in the car. You have to unload it.
Well, you have to pay someone to do it for you.
Well, that's why you get a Zipkin, and they'll do it. They'll do it for you.
That's what I'm going to call people from now on. Zipkins. They're going to be Zipkins. People are Zipkins now.
Yeah. No, but you got to feel, the word. You got to feel, and the drummer has the hardest part. The drummer has to carry the whole set it up, tear it down. Nobody helps them.
What about the guy that owns the PA system? That guy has it the hardest.
Well, he's there every night. The guy at the PA.
No. Well, so is the
huh? No, I'm talking about what? Huh?
Who?
Where? The guy with the guy at the PA. Are you talking about clubs or tours or?
No, I'm talking about the guy
outside.
I'm talking about the guy who owns the PA that also has to carry his guitar gear in, and then set everything up, and then break it down when everyone leaves. That guy has it hardest.
I know that guy. Okay, I know that guy.
I am that guy.
Okay, well, I was talking about somebody else, but yeah, I grew up knowing a guy, and he was the guy who had the bus or like the huge truck, and he drove all the gear to they were playing like this friend of mine's band. They would be playing like an outdoor gig at the college, and he was the one who had to set up the microphones, set up the PA, set up all the speakers, and then everybody would just show up, but all the gear, except maybe the drums, would go in the drummer's car. Everything else would go back into this guy's truck. So yeah, okay, I know what you're talking. I know what you're saying. Yeah.
The other part of that is that the guy with all the gear takes the same amount of money as everyone else does, and that's not right.
Welcome to the music business, as Edward would say, huh?
Yeah.
Wah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I help out with extra monitors and whatever,
Uh-huh. I'm not talking about you though.
No. But yeah. So anyway, are you guys good? I actually have to roll.
I'm good.
I got to split. I think this was cool.
Yeah, it was awesome.
It was cool.
Time to get back to bed.
Yeah, Dave, you look kind of rough.
Thanks. I feel rough.
Well, no. I mean, I don't mean it that way.
No, it's the truth. You absolutely said the truth. No, I'm not feeling rough.
I actually said the truth.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, cool. Okay. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Special night tonight.
Yeah.
Yes. This special report has been brought to you by Johnny Bean, who really isn't Johnny Bean.
Johnny Nesdall. That's kind of amazing.
And you're wearing glasses. What's happening?
I'm gonna find out what your real name is, Johnny Bean.
Oh, go and look.
Couldn't find out.
Try to figure it out.
No, I'm just gonna have my cop friends look you up.
Your what friends?
Yes, I said cop. COP.
Oh, see, here we go now. Let's just end this now, man.
Real quick shout out to Eric and Mark for their show and everything, and hope you guys are doing good.
Yes, right on.
Mm-hmm.
Right on.
Yeah, rock and roll. Yeah, I'll see you guys at NAMM.
Yeah,
I'll be there. Yes, Captain Mike. Yes. See you guys tomorrow. See you, Sean. See you, Wagyu. Jonathan Bartholomew Smith. Oh, that's
Sean, you're late.
That's
you're
my
late
name.
to the party,
You
pal.
got it. Jonathan. What's that middle name? Is it? What is that?
What?
Do you see that?
Tarquin.
Wagyu.
Tarquin.
Read that whole name.
Jonathan Tarquin Bartholomew Smythe.
huh? What the hell?
His name is my name too.
Billy Shelton, welcome to the party, pal.
Yeah, we're done.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Billy. Yes. And Daniel Hall, thank you very much for everything, man.
Thank you, Mary Joan. I'm trying to feel better.
Yeah.
Tarquin.
Tarquin. That's like a Star Wars name. Tarquin.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. See you guys. Thanks for watching this. And what? Oh yeah, if you guys can, if you're in the Hollywood area, get on down to the Whiskey A Go Go tonight to check out some Van Halen covers. Ultimate Jam Night. It's free. Yeah, it's free. It's happening tonight.
Cool.
Get on down there. His name is Van Howie Richards.
Yes. So we'll see you all tomorrow night for Wolfgang Wednesday.
Yeah, or it'll be Where's Rob Wednesday because Rob won't be there.
I have a actually. I don't think there's a chance I could be here tomorrow, but I actually have a double date with my girlfriend and one of her friends and whatever.
Yeah, you're not going to be here. You're going to call us. You're going to text us like 3 minutes before we go on. Guys, I can't make it.
Well, that's why we did this tonight. That's why we went on tonight.
That's why we did tonight. And when I get home,
tonight was Rob's idea.
When we get home, I'll be coming in the front door tomorrow night. So.
Oh, your idea.
Okay, here we go. All right, we're out of here.
No, I mean if I get home early enough,
Okay. All right, see you guys. Thanks for watching. And yeah, thumbs up, and thank you again, Daniel. Thank you very much. Thank you, Daniel, for all the thumbs ups.
Poor Dave, he's hacking up a storm over.
It's all right. I'll be all right.
All right, we'll see you guys. See you guys tomorrow.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Night.
Bye.
Bye.
JohnnyBean.com.